All right, here we are. Gonna go for another walk today. Another nice day here, so no reason not to. Cars are not gonna let me cross here. Oh well. Very bright. Yeah, we're gonna cross, whether they like it or not. So, it's gonna take a different path today. And enjoy the weather. Trying to get some more vlogs out here for you. So this is yesterday's stream. Today's our watch hours. I'm taking a look at. Get our channel in a position to get partnership. And maybe some needed income to help upgrade our equipment. I haven't walked this way since before Christmas. Had a pretty good time yesterday's walk. As you can see, our snow is melting down. It's reaching about 40 degrees right now again. So, that should be along these side streets have quite a bit more snow left. They don't get as much light. Enjoy a preview of that. It was a nice walk yesterday. A lot of the sun's blocked by the trees. But the next 2 days are supposed to be record highs, in the 50s, pushing closer to the 60-degree mark. That's incredible for February. Waiting for Spaz. She should be coming on shortly. Moving into a new apartment, trying to get settled in. Maybe we'll get a look. These are other odd arrangement of stuff. Unusual. It's definitely intentional. I have several arrangements of the same nature. Is everybody ready for Daytona, February 18th on Fox? I know for me, that race is a pivotal part, even though it's still February, of the beginning of spring, at least in my mind. It always has been. Even if Mother Nature here in Canada sometimes doesn't agree. So we didn't take this walk here for a long time, since before Christmas. The last time we took this walk. Another one of those. Hey, there you are. Oddities we come across here.
Oh, I was putting in laundry and, doing as we spoke about, trying to clean the dryer.
Uh-huh. Yeah, just put wet laundry in there and run it after you wipe it out a little bit, as much as you can, actually. The important part is to find those dust filters so you can clean those.
Oh, it's right in the front. It's an old dryer, so it's right there in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Cleaned it out the best that I could with just wiping it out and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I threw like 3 dish towels in there, damp. Try to clean out the rest of it.
They'll wipe the dryer out, and I know it don't make sense because you probably have to wash them again when it comes out, but it'll be clean enough to do your laundry on.
Right. So I started a wash of just my work clothes after I ran empty load through that.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I'm doing the dryer thing, and so
this was a fun walk yesterday. We ran into a guy who I thought he was all excited because the weather was warm. I mean, he had his Sea-Doo out, and he had his 4-wheeler out, and he had his motorcycle out. So I stopped and I got some video of it, and it just looked like a hat sitting on the back of the Sea-Doo, but apparently it was him. He was just down low enough working on the back end of it that all I could see was the top of his head. Can I help you? I said, well, I was just looking at your Sea-Doo and taking some pictures. You must be real excited about the warm weather. He says, I am, but I'm taking this all down south.
Right, I remember you telling me about that. You didn't tell me that he was there and hiding, though.
Well, he was right at the back of it, and I didn't see him there because all I could see was his hat. And I don't know where the video is, but when it comes up in the video here, maybe you'll notice it. It's just his hat showing. It's all I've seen. I heard a voice, and I seen a hat, and I said, oh, his hat's talking to me. I'm already past that point. Oh, there it is, right there. People getting ready for spring or something here, huh?
Oh, I seen him move.
Yeah. Huh? No, just taking some pictures of your equipment here. I'm getting a picture of your Skidoo here. Your Skidoo. People getting ready for spring.
Yeah. I'm headed down south.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, that's why I'm getting it ready.
Yes, the funny thing about this is that on the way home yesterday, there was a fire truck when Lisa was on the bus, and you could see all the smoke, and she discovered this morning that just up from where she worked, somebody had bought a Sea-Doo, and as they were loading it, it burst into flames. So a Sea-Doo burned up. Yeah.
Not good.
Not this one, but another one. Somebody up there must have been working on it. On one. So how are things going with actually getting sorted out there?
Oh, I cleared my counter.
Oh, did you find your curtains, or did you just have to give everybody a free show?
No, I found my curtains for my bedroom.
Oh, okay. Or you could have put a box outside the window and said donations accepted.
No, I found my curtains for my bedroom. They were in the last place I thought I packed them though. Like literally, I thought I packed them in a bag. No, they were in a laundry basket with my bedding.
There you go.
I mean,
maybe you were
kind of
thinking
made sense. It was all bedroom stuff, so kind of made sense, didn't it?
Right. Yeah. The last place you would look.
Yep. Things you're looking for are always in the last place you look.
Yep. Yeah.
Only reason I found my counter today was because I wanted to make coffee.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to pay for a subscription for this program or just keep going with the limited stuff that we got. Because it doesn't do too good with gaming. I mean, well, I haven't, for sure, it doesn't do too good with gaming. But I can actually do the same thing with the other program too, but I don't want to multi-stream the stream. I want to just have it on YouTube.
I slept in today because I moved Monday. I worked all night Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Came home, didn't really sleep first night in a new place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So didn't really sleep. Plus, I had worked until 11:30. So I had to have time to come down. Right. Woke up. There was a few issues. Had to call and get them fixed. Not a big deal. They were easy fixes. Tried to put some stuff away, but every time I tried to lay down, somebody was showing up to fix one of the issues that I had.
Yeah.
No sleep yesterday. Then off to work last night. Didn't get home until almost 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't get home until almost 1 o'clock in the morning, shall I say. Then, of course, up until 3 a.m. because I have to have time to calm down.
Right.
Then I slept in, so I just woke up probably 11:55-ish.
Penguin fans only. Right.
And when I woke up, I was like, I need coffee. I need to go find my coffee pot.
Yeah.
Exactly. During the time that my coffee was brewing, I found my counter and my sink. Yay.
Uh-huh.
Cleaned out the washer, started cleaning out the dryer and everything like that so I can have clean work clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm back to work again tonight for another closing shift.
Yeah, so I sent one short to you and one short to Amanda about Toby Keith because, I was kind of a shock. I came out with that in the afternoon that he had died of his stomach cancer.
I didn't realize that's why you sent me that link. Yeah. And I was like, hey, that'd be my theme song if I still drank, but I don't drink anymore. And then all of a sudden, I read online last night, I was like, oh, that's why Dad sent that to me.
Those were the two most popular songs that I could find, was one that I sent you and one that I sent Amanda. All the rest of them, they had their Christmas music. I don't know why, but I had like Frosty the Snowman.
I'm so tired, but I need to get stuff done today. Even if it's just small steps, like finding my counter and getting the washer and dryer cleaned out so I can wash the laundry, even if it's just small steps.
Hey, find that counter. Find that counter. I need to chop a vegetable. Find the counter.
I did find a counter. I was super excited when I found the counter. I was like, look, I found the counter in the time it took to brew my coffee.
Yep.
I got all this closet space, and I literally have nothing to put in closets.
Yep. I really, going down there with the camera is about the something we can do right now. Because there is a notice out not to go to the downtown core. They have a big problem down there. Yesterday alone, there were 13 overdoses in a 1-block area.
Oh, not good.
Yeah. You got to know that's where the outdoor drug market is. But anyway, there was a thing. They were asking if you didn't have to go to use caution or be careful in the downtown core area because of all the emergencies down there and whatnot. Avoid it if you can. So even if I wanted to spread out, I wouldn't go down there with all those problems going on. I don't really want to have any recordings or videos of that.
It's all right. I woke up and I texted him good morning, because it was almost afternoon. And me and him were talking for a little bit, and he's like, we're sitting here watching another raid. I'm like, oh, great. Where now? He's like, down in your area. I was like, oh.
Raid! Oh no, the roaches, they're all leaving town.
So apparently somebody in my, close to my block was getting raided today.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah, and that wasn't the only thing. I guess it's been getting more and more common. The other day, some lady went to the library to drop off books and get more books. When she went in, everything was fine. When she came out, there was somebody in the front of the library laying, overdosing. And she just kind of scooted around the block and started walking down, and right behind the library, there was another. And the police trying to distract the kids away from the area, the school kids that were out for, I guess they were out for lunchtime at that time, because you either can go out and eat at school, or you go out, when you're, especially if you're in high school, you go out for lunch or go home to eat lunch. A lot of the schools here don't have food program. You either bring your lunch or you go eat it at home. Oh look, does it just? No, it doesn't. I have a. I like makes it look like I can type where your name is, but apparently I can't. Yeah, I can't type. I just have the. All right, we'll be back. So I don't like to record the kids. In fact, the people at school thought it was funny the other day when I walked down. They said, "What are you doing? Recording those young, secretly recording those young kids in the schoolyard?" I said, "No, it's not my day. Not my day." I kind of laughed. I don't. You have to. Parents ask that they have to ask permission of the parents at the school to film or if they have a right to take pictures of their children or whatever, because, the fathers have, you have one parent, one mother, and mother doesn't want the father to know where they are for various reasons. So if they're taking pictures of the kids, it obviously identifies the teacher, may identify the school. And even though it's not against the law for me to be down there doing videos, I don't video the dismissal. I start after we're gone. I don't understand what the difference is, because the kids are on the street anyway, but... Yeah. Does it? Why is that?
Now, I had to cancel my visit with the Caden this weekend.
Oh.
That went over well. Well, it's mandatory because of where I work that I have to work Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, you have to, yeah, I can understand that.
So Bobby's having an issue with the one Sunday that I have to work, absolutely have to work, because it's mandatory because of where I work. Me canceling my Sunday visit.
Have them bring the kids there.
So,
is there a TV? Is there a TV at the store? No, I was going to say, but we're ice cream and
we're a takeout only. We're a takeout only.
Yeah.
But it's like he goes, does your job know you have court ordered visitation on Sunday? I'm like, yeah. Why do you think I have every Sunday off except for the one that's mandatory I work? I said I didn't realize one mandatory Sunday out of a year was going to be such an issue.
Yeah, that doesn't. It's not unusual.
And then he's coming at me like, "Oh, I'm taking you to support court. It's your turn to pay." I'm like, "Whatever, dude. Whatever. I can barely afford to survive myself. The courts are going to see this. What are they going to get? What are they going to take from me? $12 like they did Colin? Maybe 20?
They're not going to do that. They're going to take a look and they're going to say, well, here's a mother who's got herself an apartment now. Yeah, it's not really that big. And they're going to say a father who doesn't want to pay his child's way, even though he's getting child benefit tax. Or we just give custody back to the other parent.
It's funny because, like, I'm thinking in my head, oh, it's my turn to pay, but you never really paid unless it was taken from you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you had to have your settlement check taken from you and given to the parents of your children. Like,
right.
That's the only reason he wasn't as far back in support as he was when we went to court. Was because he had a settlement check taken from him and given between me and the other child's mother.
Right.
And then I was trying to get Saturday, but I remembered I work Saturday. I was trying to see him Saturday, and he's like, Bobby's like, oh, well, make sure he's home at this time because his sister Emily is coming to get him. So him, Emily, and Laurel can have time together, which is his two sisters, his stepsister and his half sister, right?
Right.
So I remembered I had to work, so I messaged him back. I said, I know that you told me I could have Saturday, but how about you just let Caden go be with his sisters, and that way he's not overwhelmed on Saturday with a visit with me and then going to hang out with his sisters. Mm-hmm. Well, I told you could have Saturday, and I was like, Bobby, I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to make it easier on Caden that he can go spend time with his sisters without an overwhelming trip with me first.
Right.
I said, stop trying to argue the fact of this and just let it be. I'm not going to disturb anything Caden has going on if it's already pre-planned.
Right.
I'm like, if you work with me, we can just set up a different visit for a different time. That way, it's not interrupting anything.
Exactly.
He goes, okay. That's all I got. Okay.
Huh. Okay. Interesting guy. Interesting.
Just like he found out, I told the boys on my last visit on Sunday that I was moving. Caden asked where, of course, because that's the age Caden's at. Where you moving, Mom? But not far from home, same block, blah, blah, blah. And get a message from Bobby automatically after the visit. Kind of saw it coming, you know what I mean? Caden tells me, you're moving across the street from your aunt. That's still too close to such and such. I don't think it's a good idea, blah, blah, blah. You can't tell me where I can and can't live. Yeah. Apparently the law can't tell people like the idiot living in that house where they can and can't live unless they're on parole. So on that note, you could have one of them living right next door to you and you wouldn't know it. He goes, no, I have none of them on my block or near me because I make sure of that before I move in anywhere.
Oh, wait a minute. Look in your own house, friend.
I wanted to say, look at your goddamn self. You're a freaking drug addict.
But I didn't. Own house.
I didn't say anything mean to him. I just said, because I was busy packing, I just said, look, listen, I got a lot of stuff I got going on. I said, if you have an actual question or a real reason to talk to me, let me know. Otherwise, please leave me alone.
And that's that's what I would have said.
That's when he started threatening to take me back to court and all this and about the child support. And I just started to ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing I have.
You don't have a leg to stand on, and if he does, they'll take that away from him.
Only thing I had to say to him was, I have an apartment. I have a place and a home that's going to be safe for my children now. So I don't want to hear what you have to say. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me where to live. Mm-hmm. You have no control over that.
Well, to start in that direction, though, I mean, it's the way to build your credit for your paying rent. I mean, another way. Build your reputation as a renter, I should say.
But you get what I'm saying, Dad?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't tell me where I can and can't live.
And who knows, if they ever sort out the stuff in that house, they may be able to flip it around and let you live in the big part.
We're not supposed to cross the airbag.
Right.
I don't see anybody.
That actually is one of the thought processes I have. I was like, if they like me enough as a renter, on the end of all of this, when they have that house cleaned out, maybe they'll let me have the whole house, not just this tiny apartment.
Or they can rent the tiny apartment and you pay a lower rent. a slightly
Right.
less rent. You're gonna pay above what they're asking for the little apartment, but you wouldn't be paying $2,000 or $2,500 that way if you're saying, well, I'll guard your property.
I told you how much I'm paying for rent here, right?
I don't know. It's ridiculously low. I know that.
It is. They could be getting over $1,000 for this place, and I'm paying $700.
Yep.
If they fixed it up just a little bit more, which they're gonna do in time, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They could be getting over $1,000 for this place, and yet
Right.
again, I'm getting it for $700.
Right.
That's a steal.
That is a steal. Here, yeah, we got one and a half bedrooms, I think it is. And well, when we moved in, it was like $800 a month. But now, you know, you're the same apart. We can't find another place with two or three bedrooms because they're already up to almost $2,000 a month for that stuff. When you can find them.
Right, and I don't know why, but Colin called me this morning. Are you taking Skylar this weekend? I'm like, Colin, I talked with Skylar. I told her I couldn't take her this weekend because I'm working all weekend. It's mandatory I work Sunday, so I can't take her. I said I'm working 9-hour shifts the next 4 days. And he goes, oh, okay. I said, but I did tell her I would try to take her next weekend. He said, oh, okay.
You'd have to have somebody you can trust to deal with them for the hours that you work anyway, even if you did.
Oh, I have somebody I can trust. That's not a big deal. There's the lady next door I made really good friends with when I was across the street, right? She's an old CPS caseworker. She's a sweetheart. She even last night, because I forgot to turn my porch light on, because I literally live right next door to her now. Mm-hmm. When I forgot to turn my porch light on, she was like, Shannon, are you home? Are you home from work already? I'm like, no. Still at work. I'm here until 11:30. She goes, you never turned your porch light on. She goes, it's really, really dark back there. I mean, extremely dark back there. I'm worried. Are you going to fall? You're going to fall up those stairs, or you're going to fall down the stairs trying to come in and out. And I'm like, I got my flashlight on my phone. She goes, I'm going to turn my back porch light on. Hopefully that'll give you a little bit of light to get up there. Yeah. She's like, please let me know when you make it home. I'm like, that's not going to be until 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. She's like, that's okay. I'll still be awake. As I'm walking up my driveway from work, she's like, are you home yet? I'm like, I was just trying to get in the freaking house, and then I messaged her. I said, I just walked in the door. She said, okay, good. Thank you for letting me know. Glad you made it home safe. And have a good night. Try to get some rest.
Mm-hmm.
You don't find many people like that anymore.
Yep. Yuppity yup.
And I'd trust Miss Judy with my life at this point. I really would, because she's the only person who's kept it real with me around here.
I mean, if you a mandatory, you got to work. If you found somebody who would just watch your, Skylar, if it makes her happy to be there, that might be the way to go.
Trying to get some more vlogs out here.
I know you don't get to do much with her that way, but
Miss Judy is I want to say she's like mom. She's gonna ask you if you want to eat this, or if you want something to drink, or what would you like to do. She's gonna sit down and she's gonna color with you. She's gonna, play a game with you if you bring it. She's gonna be also.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Miss Judy does her own kids don't talk to her and don't bring her grandkids around.
I mean, I don't know how the court would feel about that, but to me it makes sense. If it keeps the kids happy just to be there, you know what I mean? A sense of home.
Well, when I was seeing Amanda's daughter Leah became of age to babysit.
Right.
So during the weekends when I was going to have Skylar, Leah was going to come over and watch Skylar during the day. The two of them were just going to hang out. But then all that stuff happened with Leah, and now I don't talk to either one of them.
Yeah, well, that's gotta change. I guess Amanda moved again to Skodak Landing. I don't know.
Down.
I don't know what that means.
She's in a motel.
All I know is that I seen a post from Amanda that said she moved the other day that she moved to Skodak Landing.
Yeah, they're living in a motel in Skodak. They're living in a motel in Skodak. I already knew that. That's where she's been for a while.
Well, don't know. Just posted the other day that she just moved there, so I don't know. I thought before that the other day she told me she was still in East Greenbush. I don't know.
She lies a lot.
Yeah.
But it is
All
what it is.
I know is I haven't heard from her for 4 or 5 days really. So
Don't get as much light.
she's been less online for whatever reason.
Yeah, well, I did call her the day that I moved.
Mm-hmm.
Or the day before I moved all my stuff because I had sent Leah's stuff home to her. And I wanted to make sure Leah actually got it because neither her or Leah was with the person who picked it up.
Right.
And she had some man in her house or her apartment or her room or whatever. I could hear him when she answered the phone. Who is it? And she's like, my sister. There's some guy with her right now. Or there was at least that day. And then the next day, Jessica had Amanda and the kids there and mom there for a game day. And I was sitting at my apartment going, oh, these people were supposed to come fucking help me move. And now they all just ditched me for some sort of game night. But they did show up the next morning like they said they would.
Yep.
So I can't complain.
I don't know.
And
Intentionally have several arrangements at the same
yeah, so I have no idea. To be honest, I don't really talk
Uh-oh.
for stuff.
Oh, there you are.
Is everybody ready for day 2?
Only reason
February 18th?
You got a call or something?
No.
Oh, something caused you to disconnect for a
For
second.
me,
I think the service in here isn't the greatest.
that race.
But as I was saying, the only reason I reached out to Amanda was because of the fact that I sent Leah back her stuff and I wanted to make sure she actually got it.
Spring,
Right.
in my mind. It always has been.
Everything hurts on me. I need to get moving or else I'm gonna
Yep.
stiffen up and not be able to move all day.
Yeah, I know how that is. Well, I do, kinda. But age related at this point.
Mine's from just doing a lot and not having enough rest and relaxation, I think. I didn't notice it when I went to plug in my coffee pot that my coffee pot was turned on from where it was packed.
Yeah.
It must have the switch must have been switched on.
Right.
And it started warming up and I'm seeing steam like, that's not right.
We'll have some pretty eclectic
Yep.
taste.
I think my washer just stopped.
Comes to
Well, as long as it was done when it stopped, that's a good thing. But
Sounds like the last spin just finished.
if it stopped in the middle of the wash, that could be a problem.
Right. No, it sounds like it just got done spinning. You know how it does like the 2 spins before it's completely done?
Right.
fingers are full.
Yep.
Birds are happy.
We're about to go find out.
Not here now, that's how happy they are.
Oh yeah, it looks done.
Nice.
Dryer's off.
I was going to say it's probably close to done because we've been chatting here over 34 minutes already.
These were in there for 10 minutes and they're still a little damp, but dryer does look cleaner.
Yeah. Well, it probably need to go a little longer. Probably an hour to dry things out. Whoops, there you go again. With camera
Sorry.
anyway.
No, that was me. That was me. I actually did that. Well, we're going to try to attempt to dry laundry in this thing now. Probably about 35, 40 minutes in the dryer, right?
Well, I would say if your towels came out damp, probably 45 minutes, they'll be almost dry. But you got to test it to see, you know. You could have to go in the back with a vacuum and clean it out too. You know.
Oh, it smells good. My laundry smells good.
No, at least you got the dust out of the washer too, that way. Whatever was left.
You can't get in the dryer, okay? You just can't. It's not possible. You don't.
Huh.
Get out the dryer, you pup.
Yeah.
During the day,
You get in there, I'm gonna have to try to get you out. And I'm not gonna like that. He's not used to it. He doesn't know what it is, so he's trying to figure it out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I hope this dryer doesn't eat all of my socks.
no,
Don't eat all your socks.
just taking some pictures of your equipment here.
Yeah, I don't want it to eat all of my socks.
I'm getting a
You know, the dryer monster tends to come around and eat your laundry.
Yep.
people getting ready for spring.
Yeah. I'm headed down south.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. That's why I'm getting ready.
Sorry, out. See how well this dryer works.
Huh.
Move. Move, mister. You moved good enough.
I just let the cat go in. Well, cat.
Before I decide to do a second load, let's see how this first load works out, right?
Yeah, well, your towel's almost dried, so it's working.
Yeah,
Like I
it's
said,
just
you might still have to turn it around and get vacuum the dust out of the vents or whatever. But
oh, my legs hurt, Dad.
cool. Do some more
Oh.
jogging. Jog.
For all I know, I have to walk to work tonight
Cycle.
and walk home. Get my energy in or my workout in.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you should pull that phone out too, and did you record your walk to work and then record your walk back? So you got videos. You'd be surprised. People are really interested in seeing that stuff. Just talk about anything. While
I
you're
think
there.
my dresser, moving it in here, but that's the joys of moving.
You got, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh no, there is. I was about to say, I'm missing a dresser drawer. What's in there?
Yeah.
But that's right. He can work smarter, not harder. So
Right.
he shoved a lot of stuff in my dresser drawer and carried it in that way.
Yeah.
And I forgot I never emptied that drawer out. So it's still sitting there with all that.
Yeah, that would be the idea. To take the drawers out of your dresser and then fill the drawers up and carry them, and then you carry a lighter dresser too.
Yeah. So it's got like my table legs in it. But if I'm doing laundry, I might as well put my dresser together, you know?
There you go. Put it back together. One more thing out of the way.
And I think they did break it, but not as badly as I thought they did. That's not bad. Oh, I hurt.
Do some more sit-ups.
Oh, my arms, everything is like killing me. I'll have to take some Tylenol or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a phantom toothache.
For penguin fans only.
Yeah.
I have no teeth in the back of my mouth where this tooth pain is coming from, but there's no tooth there.
Yeah. I get that too. Or even worse, I have no teeth. I only have about 6 teeth left, so I get the feeling that I have teeth, so I hold my mouth in a certain way, like there's teeth there. See that squirrel trying to hide behind that tree. He's not doing a very good job. Oh, there he goes.
He's doing a pretty good job. Of it, too.
I think he crawled in a hole because I couldn't see him after that. So you had a fun night last night then at work, I take it. Since it was 1 o'clock when you got home.
Oh, I was so mad. I could have been out of work so much sooner.
Mm-hmm.
But the kid that I was working with, I keep telling him every night I would work with him, you do not have to deck scrub the floors. You don't have to deck scrub every night. You deck scrub every freaking night. After the store is closed, at the time we should be walking out the door.
Well,
so I sat in the back of the chair waiting for him to deck scrub, going, "Are you done yet? I'd like to go home."
Well, better than done than not done at all, so, you know.
I get it, but I was exhausted, Dad.
It's better to have done the right thing in the wrong way than the wrong thing in the right way. I don't know.
I was exhausted. I was exhausted and ready to go home. That was my issue.
Yeah.
If I hadn't moved and I wasn't working 4 days, 14 shifts in a row, it would have been different. But I was exhausted, and I had been working 4 closing shifts in a freaking row.
Right. Yeah. I put the camera on in the window this morning. We had a great sunrise. It was just bright orange outside. I mean, it was still black, and you could see the orange sky. The sun wasn't quite up yet. It didn't come up quite as...
I like watching the sunrise and sunset.
It didn't come up quite as dramatically as I hoped because there was so much clouds that once it got really light, all you could see was the gray clouds. The orange went away, and all you could see was the gray clouds. There was no sun, so it was kind of anticlimactic.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Hold on. I'm doing something. If my camera's gone or I'm frozen, that's why. It was me.
Well, your camera is not gone, but it was frozen. It's not now.
Yeah, it was me. I was going to go text somebody, but then I decided not to.
No.
See anybody on the roof?
I need my hangers, but they're in his car, and I figure since I'm doing laundry, it'd be a good time to have my hangers, but he's busy right now with his father, so I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just leave him be for the time being, or else I'm going to get yelled at for messaging him too much while he's with his father, and I don't feel like being yelled at today.
Right. Not much you can do about that anyway at this point.
I'll wait for the washer or the dryer to get done and see how that works. So I could do and put away the clean laundry that I came over here with, but you see where I'm at. I'm laying in my bed right now. I need to go clean my shower so I can take a shower before work at some point.
Yeah, I would tell you to use wet towels and that too, but it doesn't run by itself, so.
I have a glass sliding door to my shower / tub, right? I'm like, there's a curtain rod. I'm going to hang my curtain up because if I close that glass door to take a shower, I'm going to be so claustrophobic, I won't be able to do it. I'm almost tempted to ask them if they can take that glass door off completely.
Probably not.
Huh?
Probably not, and you're probably going to want to put make sure the curtain gets inside the shower where the door is open, or you'll have water all over the place.
Yeah, well, I plan on having the curtain on the inside, but my claustrophobia sucks so much that I'm just I can see it being an issue for a while.
You're right, but the problem with the shower curtain, I find, because that's all we have here, is that after a while, the shower curtain doesn't close all the way, so the water is getting on the edge of the tub and going on the floor anyway.
Oh, yeah, you can't sit in
I don't know. I got to clean it up and see what I can do about it.
Yeah. Get some K12 mineral remover or whatever they call it, and then just clean the glass and the tub and everything, and it'll just brighten it right up.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I'm on the second floor, right?
Yeah.
And the water pressure for the toilet sucks. Like, really sucks.
Is it a newer toilet?
No.
Could be plugged, though.
I'll have to talk to the landlords about it when they come back around. I'm not gonna bother them too much. I mean, it flushes, so it's not like a big deal. But the water pressure just sucks to it, you know.
Can check the back of it where the shutoff valve is and make sure it's opened all the way out.
I can do that.
And other than that, all they can do is change the insides, because you got city water there. They're not in control of the pressure, really.
Right.
But if there's a buildup in the little lines that help fill the toilet, that could be a problem. Once it shuts off, when it's full, then you don't really have any problems. When it don't shut off and it just goes and runs, the tank runs over the floor and just keeps going and going because you're not home when you're working and you got nobody else coming in.
Right. And I like it that way. I'm sorry, I was here by myself last night and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so peaceful. Except I think because the house is empty downstairs and there wasn't anybody here for the longest of times, right? Mm-hmm. I honestly think that they leave a radio going downstairs.
There's no way to know that unless you go down and put your ear to a window or something, listen around, see if you can find what's down there.
I think there's a radio going downstairs because when it was quiet as shit and there was nothing going on last night,
Using the basket for something else.
I could hear what sounded like music.
There's a possibility because empty houses tend to get people breaking into them, and if there's noise like there's lights there, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, they leave lights on downstairs all the time.
Yeah.
To make it look like somebody's here. Mm-hmm. And I think that they leave the music on to make it seem like somebody's here too.
Right.
One of the main reasons for the quick move-in, the quick fix of this place and everything like that was so that they had somebody here.
Right.
So that people saw movement, seeing somebody's here. It's not just an empty house anymore.
Right. Well, also houses tend to decay really quick when there's nobody in them.
So I talked to them when this winter stuff's over and spring starts up, if they're going to provide me with a lawnmower so I can mow this big-ass lawn of theirs.
Pair of scissors.
Huh?
Pair of scissors.
A pair of scissors.
Or a goat.
Huh? Yeah, it is.
I'm super freaking tired.
Yeah, I was just going to look at the weather. It looks like it's getting brighter than they had promised it was gonna. Now, it's only going to 35 today. Now, tomorrow.
Dang, that was a big pothole on the side of the street.
Yeah?
Almost like somebody took a firecracker and blew up the side of the street.
Huh. Tomorrow it's supposed to be almost 50 degrees here, and Friday, even though it's going to rain, it's going to be closer to pushing towards 60.
Wow.
Yeah, Friday's supposed to be our nicest day, almost 50 or in the 50s.
It shows it's supposed to rain on Friday too. But
I don't know. I haven't really checked the weather today. You know how that changes every time you come in.
It's chilly out there today. The high here is 30. It's 1 o'clock right now, and it's just 35. And that's about the high for the day.
Crazy.
And then, no ghosts last night, though, huh?
No, so far nothing. At least that I've noticed. The cat's finally not sleeping with me or up my butt anymore around here. So he slept on the couch last night.
Mm-hmm. Cat didn't jump on your head, huh? So much for our plan. I tried to plan that with him, but.
Wow, somebody really delivered a big heavy package in that mailbox. Right there. It fell over. Couldn't handle the stress.
No, my other half doesn't like the apartment, but you don't have to. I have to.
Right.
Here before the crossing guard leaves.
He tried to say that the first night we were here. that where he put his jacket wasn't where he put it in the night, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I think you're oddly mistaken. I think it was right where you left it.
Yeah, exactly.
I said, I know there's rumors that this place could be haunted. I said, we'll find out in due time, but I don't think your jacket moved.
Maybe it didn't like that wall.
And then he's like, I can't find my winter hat. Where's my hat? And it was right there where his jacket was found.
It was right
He's
there
like,
on his head.
it wasn't there when I went and picked up my jacket and looked just a second ago. Yeah, it was, buddy. Yeah, it was. And I said it to him. I said it to him too. I was like, it was there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see no floating hat come out of nowhere and land on the couch. It was there.
Floating hat.
Hand. All right, where's that light?
I really am still really tired.
Yeah, I imagine you are.
And I got to go work in the 7-8 hour shift tonight.
I got up at 5:30 and it said your last post was like 3 hours ago at that point. So you were up quite late.
Yep.
We're not supposed to cross here, but
I was long in bed by then. I went to bed 10:15.
No. It's across here or across there.
People nodding out like that, though, they're on drugs.
Oh, I heard a rumor about myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, apparently there's a girl at work who's trying to get the assistant manager position so badly that she's running around telling people all sorts of rumors about everybody there. Talking mad shit behind people's backs, but being nice to their faces, right? Mm-hmm. And one of the girls I was working with last night got really tired of it and she started complaining. And normally I'm the type of person to keep my mouth shut, right? Mm-hmm. Well, she's talking about something this girl had said and was talking about, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, now I need to hear it because, everybody's laughing so hard over here. Now I need to hear what's going on.
Yep.
And she goes, I can't tell you. You're going to get mad because it's about you. And I'm like, ooh, I like to hear rumors about myself and things that I do. Come on, tell me. Apparently, because I smoke cigarettes and I go out for a cigarette break every now and then, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because I can work my ass off at work and do all the stations when nobody else wants to work, apparently when I go out to have my cigarette break, I'm out there sniffing coke.
Ah.
I didn't know a fat person could stay fat and sniff coke.
Yeah.
I said, I have lost some weight, but that was over the summer before I met any of y'all. I said, and if I was doing drugs, I wouldn't be so fat.
It's not only that, I work with people who mess with coke, and they really don't do their job. You do it for them.
So, yeah, apparently on my cigarette break, I'm out there sniffing coke.
I mean, yeah, they run around and they look like they're doing a lot, but they're really doing nothing. You do their job while they run around scatterbrained.
So, I was like, man, I like hearing rumors about myself because I like to figure out what the hell I'm doing when I don't know what I'm doing.
I know you probably don't remember Shelly Mann, but boy, she was a big coke user, and she was one of those guys that every time you turn around, I was working with her on the weekend because I was the only one who could tolerate her because I'd be working alongside. We're supposed to be working on the machine together. Oh, I gotta go. We should do this. We should do that. I'm doing all this work by myself. Oh, I gotta go do this. She was just running, but not getting anything done.
So, yep, I am apparently a coke
Help
team.
us out by giving us a like and sharing.
I need to know what apparently I'm doing. Like, I need to hear the rumors about myself.
Rock Mountain. She's carrying the mountain home in her hands.
Did you see that, Ellie?
And I laughed about it too. I was laughing at this girl, like at what she was saying. I was like, okay, cool. Like I was gonna get mad about it. I don't get mad about anything anybody says at work anymore. You want to know why? Because it's work.
Yeah.
There he is.
I ain't got to live with work outside of work. I just got to deal with work when I'm at work.
Yep, that's right.
This girl is supposedly our new our new assistant manager after everything that she's done. And now everybody when they find out is going to be mad because about 4 of us are the original crew, and she came in like a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow made it to the top like that. Everybody's going to be mad. And all I can say is I'm going to sit back and watch it all unfold.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna regret what they're doing. That girl, the one that's supposedly gonna be our assistant manager,
Yeah.
gave away 4 different bags of call-in orders that weren't paid for yesterday. She can't figure out that she needs to look to make sure it's a call-in or a DoorDash or a web order before handing out food.
Yeah, that's going to show up in the register real fast.
Oh, my manager already knows about it. He works with her. And then I heard that when he came in yesterday, because this girl opened for him, when he came in yesterday, she had an order on her screen for over 30 minutes that wasn't put out yet.
Wow. Yeah.
And our ticket times count. Our ticket times count.
Yeah.
People
The faster we get the stuff out, the better we are.
Oh, yeah?
What place are you working at? Wasn't it Stewart or something?
I'm working at Buffalo Island.
Oh, Buffalo. Okay. Yeah.
So our ticket times count.
Yep, they sure do.
A 30-minute ticket time, first thing in the morning,
Yeah,
should not
exactly.
happen.
That's right.
Should not happen.
Yep.
And then she's constantly calling me during her shifts to ask me questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do this? How do I do that? She literally called me yesterday morning because she fucked up the TVs to turn on our menu screen. She fucked them up. She called me to fix them.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, at this point, you just need to reset the TV. You need to go up there, you need to unplug them, and you need to plug them back in and get your menu screens on. Well, what do I press to get the menu screens? Girl, you've been working there how long and you can't figure out how to turn the menu screens on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible. And I'm just laughing on the inside because I'm like, she completely got rid of brand new oil out of one of our fryers, and then I had to do a boil out before a boil out needed to be done because she didn't know what she was doing. But this is going to be our assistant manager. So as they're talking about the shit, I'm thinking about everything about what's going on with this worker. And I'm like, I'm just going to sit back and watch it all unfold because I can see what's happening, but I don't think everybody else is.
Everybody's going to see what's happening if everybody's doing their job. But her.
I think they were using the bathroom.
Oh, there's not very many people who are doing their job anymore. And it's because a lot of people saw what that one girl that I was having issues with was doing before she ended up getting fired. And the one that's going to be our assistant manager after the girl got fired was running around saying, oh, he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to fire her. He didn't want to fire her. But in all reality, he had no choice whether he wanted to or he didn't want to. He just didn't want to because he don't like doing it.
Right.
He realizes that everybody has a family, everybody has life, everybody needs to make money to survive. He don't like firing people, but he has to fire people when he needs to.
Right. Exactly. That's what has to be
She
done.
needed to go. But they saw how well she got away with all of that shit. Oh, she's not doing her job. Oh, she's not doing this. Oh, she's leaving early and she's still getting away with it. Oh, she's showing up late and she's still getting away with it. So now they're all starting to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's just like yesterday. I'm at work and I'm working, and I get called by my manager from the back, and he's like, "How are we doing Super Bowl Sunday?" He goes, "Me and you are the top 2 people on the shake station in this store." He goes, "Are you going to be on shake?" And I'm like, yeah, I have no problem being on shake. I said, even if you have to leave me to go do something because you're not supposed to stay in one spot, I can still handle shake on my own. I said, but there's certain people that we need to put in certain places because they just, aces in places on that day.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, we have so many people who don't really know what they're doing, and they've been here so long that I don't understand how they don't know what they're doing. And I'm like, well, you put this person in this place because they're easily distracted, but can be, brought back as long as somebody there is talking to them. Hey, look, listen, I need this. Hey, look, listen, your buzzer's going off. Can you get that for me? Somebody needs to what's that word I'm looking for? Just get them back on track.
Right.
I said, so that person you need to put on the app station because he's getting hollered at by everybody from Expo, from Grill, from Shake. He's getting, everything in between. He's going to be busy there. He don't need to be somewhere where he can easily get distracted, and he don't need nobody working with him because that's going to be an easy distraction. Oh, he's got somebody to talk to. He's going to be distracted all day long.
Yep.
I said, and then you need to put your ace of catching things like unpaid food orders and stuff like that on Expo.
Wow, somebody really delivered a
and
big
on register. I said, so you need your 2 aces there. I said, you need to put so-and-so on Expo because she's good at doing what she does, even though she bags the product horribly. I said, and you need to put your ace at catching orders on the register.
Well, we can't
because that's your last defense before it goes out the door.
That's right.
I said, so you need to put this person here and you need to put this person here. I said, where you put everybody else is up to you. I said, we do have somebody who's a bit slow. Will get the job done, but he's a bit slow at his job. I said, have him help hand out orders up front. I said, that way he's not on the line slowing down the progress of the food going out.
Right.
And getting made. And if my manager takes my advice, then that's what my manager does, takes my advice. I said, you have 2 people who can do grill, 1 person on the app, me and you on shake. You can leave me on shake, you can. And 1 person on Expo and 2 people up front handing stuff out. That's more than enough people in certain areas. He goes, well, we're gonna have the owner here as well. And I'm like, and your point, he can bounce around just like you do. If he sees where somebody needs a hand, then he can be there giving a hand. I'm not going to be mad if he jumps online with me. I'm really not. Because if I'm running behind and you're not over there and he comes to help me, am I going to down some help? Absolutely not.
There it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Things are going to be ran so differently on Sunday, it's not even going to be funny.
Well, sometimes if it gets busier, they have to be. So has to run different, has to run faster and efficient. So
We're not supposed to cross the urban.
last thing you want is somebody calling they need something replaced or they didn't get their order.
No.
And that's why I keep saying, and that's why I said last night over and over to my boss, put aces in their places. I know everybody's supposed to know everything by this point, but you need to put aces in their places where they know what they're doing. And if they're slow, like the one guy, you need to give them the simplest job underneath the sun. Go out there, ask who they're picking up for, and hand out a bag of food.
It's one thing to know everything. It's another thing to be good at everything.
Right. So you need to put your aces in their places. The person who's good at catching unpaid orders and taking care of customers, you need to put them right up front, taking orders. And catching those things. The person who's best at packing the bags and making sure all the food gets in the proper bags, you need to put that person there.
Or put those wings back on living chickens and let them deliver themselves.
And since you feel like I'm one of your top shakers, me and you, well, then I guess I need to be on shake. As much as I hate being on shake, I will be on shake that day. Anybody who can run the grill and keep up, with telling the app station what they need and how to, then you need to put them there. App station is so easy. All they gotta do is listen to the person at the grill and get apps dropped and get them out to the expo station. That's where you put our distracted person. The one who's easily distracted but can be brought right back. That's where you put them.
Yeah.
It's on the app station.
That's right.
It's not that hard to figure it out. I've worked with everybody there. I can tell him exactly where to put people, but it's not like he's going to listen to me. He can ask my opinion, and I gave it to him, but then it's on him from there. I'm like, certain people aren't going to like where you're going to put them, but that's where they're best suited.
Well, first of all, he should know himself better than you do, or if somebody else belongs being manager.
Right. He should know the crew better than me, but he don't. He don't know the crew better than me. Because I don't think people realize, because after my first experience with that whole drama thing where me and the one girl had an issue, I stopped talking. Unless it had to do with my shift and my, what I was doing on my job, I stopped talking. And I just listened and observed.
Into partnership position.
That's how I got to know the crew.
Great.
I hope you'll help us out by giving us a like and sharing.
And here's the thing. I know that there's going to be a few of them that aren't going to make it past Super Bowl.
Right.
They're not going to make it through Super Bowl Sunday.
But that's okay too.
We're going to have people who are going to have to, make up an excuse and go home. But we have another ace to put in that person's place as well. So why are we even concerned? If we have two people on grill and one of them's also very good at Expo, guess what? You take one person off the grill and you put them on Expo when the person on Expo decides that they need to go home.
Well, it's okay too, because you're going to have a busy day, and on busy days you tend to lose people permanently, and that's okay too.
So
better to get rid of the weak links before you get a really busy day, and it's not even meant to be a busy day.
So it's
that's not the rock pile.
Dad, I turned to one of the people I work with the other day, and I said to this person, I said, because they kept calling me and asking me to do stuff. Well, I'm already busy. You have 2 arms, 2 legs. You can do it on your own. Why you got to ask me to do something that's as simple as go in the freezer and grab a cookie?
Right.
I turned to her after one of these things and I said, I'm changing my freaking name today. And I looked her dead in the eyes. I said, I'm changing my freaking name today. I'm tired of hearing it.
Right.
Next thing I know, I'm sick. I need to go home.
Our snow is almost melting here.
And then the following day, she did show up for shift. But because she got a little criticism, professional criticism from the manager, I'm sick. I need to go home.
Right.
She's not going to last through Super Bowl. I'm sorry. She's going to get overwhelmed. She's going to get overwhelmed when she has to actually do her freaking job by herself because everybody else is busy. And she's going to be like, I don't feel good, and go home. She ain't going to make it.
Right.
So you put her on Expo, where she's good at, but if she leaves, you have another person to shove on Expo.
Yeah.
Even if the owner of the store has to go on Expo for a little bit.
Right.
I
Well,
mean,
I don't know what time you have to go to work, but I got about an hour before I got to go get Ellie. We should probably. What time are you going to work?
I got to go to work for 5 o'clock tonight.
Oh, this has been. I had a good time talking, but it has been about 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
I know.
probably a little bit less for you because you didn't come until about 5 or 10 minutes after I went live. But
I gotta go put stuff away and check on my laundry and all of that too. So.
Yeah, dry the cat again. Yeah.
Freaking cat. I swear, I hope you don't get in that dryer one day. Especially as I'm putting laundry in there,
Yeah.
But, all right. I will chit-chat with you a little later.
Yeah. Take it easy. Bye. Okay, we're going to end this for now. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back. I guarantee it. Don't forget to give us a like and a follow. Share our content. Bye-bye.